a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle of my style.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wait 20, wait 20, 29, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Zoom. Come out!
Rodgers now going to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 26. Line left.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Yeah, because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
The give is to Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, it's Jones. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
That's fine. Yeah. Kelly. Don't let Kelly. Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that's complete to Lewis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Kaiser now. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw, Kaiser. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This one taken from the 7. Shifts by him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Here we go!
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the ground is Michelle, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 29. Alpha. Move. Regular. Right, twitch it.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Brady finding Hogan on third down, and the Patriots able to convert. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, here's Brady. To Michelle on the dump ball. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Brady. Out left side here to Bryant. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that takes us from second to third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
New England on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Play action. Now it's Brady. Over the middle. That's caught by Hogan. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Gostkowski, whoa, he missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Dante Hightower on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kaiser now on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And avoids the contact by sliding. Kaiser, show him what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Kaiser on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Kaiser. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
To throw is Kaiser. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And a gain there of 11 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
2nd down, Kaiser. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes our score 17-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. On second down, Michel. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play action now. Kaiser. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the red zone now, Kaiser being chased out left. Touchdown, Packers! Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Crosby with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Patriots coming out now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Wait!
Now Brady throwing on second down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And all the way down to the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First down, Kaiser. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing now is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. On first down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Again, it's Michel. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now Michel. Room here to run. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Here's White. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate...
Now White lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get... the football back. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady. Oh, good move. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They're running it. It's Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Trevor Davis, 94 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And it's Michel once again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Stop! White 20! White 20!
On play action, now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tight end right, tight end right. We got three, fellas, we got three. 29, Alpha. Orange. Wait, hot.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Now a carry for White. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with White. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They stay on the ground with White. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a and he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Hey, Bolt 66.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Danny Shelton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
3rd and long for Kaiser. Looking deep for Adams. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. This is Jeremy Hill, the former Bengal, his first carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go Bandit! Like we did!
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Following the interception, Kaiser dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flex round! Flex round! 117! 117! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Kaiser. Looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser to throw it. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Kaiser on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Kaiser. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Kaiser now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And Crosby can't get it to come back. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
On the slant, it gets it to Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Brady now on first down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble is kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Kaiser now on second down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slide.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time, or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Packers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.